Right.
Yeah.
So the idea behind today's live stream is that I am going to be resurrecting an old artwork. So this is an older Hellraiser piece I did about 3 years ago. I never got around to finishing it. And the theme for today's video is that I have a brand new Cintiq. Well, it's not a brand new Cintiq. I brought it about 2 years ago and never took it out of the box because I'm scared of new things and I fear change. So in this session, what I'm going to be doing is using the new Cintiq to do a dodge and burn process on this figure. And I'm going to be using the Clinton approach, which I watched and learned from his video earlier on. And then once I've dodged and burned this face, I'm going to be doing a basic digital overpaint. This is an old composite that I put together years ago. I am a huge mega fan of the Hellraiser mythos. Now, my problem with my own personal art for years and years and years is where I'm so enamored and in love with the pencil, everything is hyper sharp and not very artistic. It's almost clinical. The idea with this new Cintiq is to take my artwork to that next level and get it looking more painterly and natural media. So I'm not going to do anything with compositing or standard Photoshop work with this. It's only going to be Cintiq action today. So the first thing I'm going to do is get a curves adjustment. Okay, curves. And what I'm doing here, so this will be a dodge. And we'll get another one. This will be a burn. And for any true experts here, guys, this is my absolute first time doing dodge and burn. Like I said before in other videos, I am an absolute heathen. Okay, both of them need to be, is that enough? Maybe a bit more. Okay, so I'm doing 2 curves adjustment layers. One is dodge, one is burn. So that one is dodge. I'll name these. And this one is burn. Do you do much dodge and burn in Red?
I do not actually.
Oh, it's changed the game
Only
for me
if
after the
I'm
little play
working
I had
on
earlier.
a portrait. Only if I'm working on a portrait photo manipulation. But if I'm
okay.
working on a scene of a landscape, I don't use it a lot.
I see. Okay. The dodge, I'm going to invert the mask to black. The burn, I'm going to invert that to black. Okay, just double check. Yep, right. They're the right ones. They're in a layer group, so I can hide and show those adjustments. So the pen tool I have on the pen button, and then the left pen button is the right click. If I click the middle wheel button, that is set to brush because that's the most frequent thing that I'll be accessing. Pan, I like to have that on the pen so I can pan easily. And then the second button is the right click. And for this, I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to go with a bog standard soft edge brush. And what I'm going to do and on the left wheel is brush smaller. And on the right button on the wheel is brush bigger. So square brackets is a keystroke on the shortcuts I've added. A zoom in and zoom out on the upper buttons, and default colors and undo. They're the kind of main things. What do you think of those shortcuts that I put in Red?
First of all, I think keyboard shortcuts are very important. I don't know what the settings that you went for. For me, I use the default ones.
Okay, you use the ones that are built in, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to explain to the guys what I'm doing here. Is nothing fanciful. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm not doing anything revolutionary here. I am a first-time guy learning the dodge and burn. So I've got that adjustment layer. I had to change that to luminosity. Okay, so I've done a little bit of dodging. This is my first day of doing this, guys. I'm joining the cool kids. And then
we have Irino Di Villa. Is this gonna be uploaded in your YouTube channel?
It will be, yep. A trimmed down, edited version will be on the YouTube channel. So what I've done now, guys, is I've switched to burn, and I'm now going to accentuate some of the darker regions. I'm going to use a larger brush just for these pitted eyes. I know I want these to be accentuated. I'm only going very, very gentle on this. And the flow is low, it's at 13. So this is just a really soft touch.
Matt, myself saying, what's up, guys? Hello, Matt.
And then for the more detailed elements, I'm going to make the brush smaller. Red, if you have any other tips for me, if you see me doing anything really horribly wrong, please feel free to shout out, because I know you're very skilled in a lot of different things.
Okay, I
Annoyingly
have
skilled.
a tip, yeah. I recommend when you are working on the soften scene, sorry, the skin, softening the skin, you have to zoom in the image even more than that.
Right, I'm going to toggle that. I'm going to hide and show the dodge and burn. Okay, so it's subtle. I think with dodge and burn, you don't need to be heavy-handed or really over the top with this stuff. But now I've got that in place, what I'm going to do is create a stamped layer at the top. Command, Alt, Shift, and E. And guys, if you're watching today, I've literally learnt this for the first time today, and I wanted to throw myself in the deep end by doing this live stream and learning the Cintiq in real time with you guys. So I know for most of you, you won't actually be learning anything new, but you do have the fun of seeing me learn something new.
I have two more comments. One is from Hamad Ng. He said, "May I ask Dean a question? Why is he using a old version of Photoshop? Keep going, Redwan. Love your artworks." Thank you, Hamad.
Yeah, so I'm using an old version of Photoshop for the same reason as I never ever opened up the Cintiq after I got it, because I was so stuck in my ways doing book cover art in the way that I like to do it. I didn't want to go to a new version of Photoshop and lose the tools that I liked. I didn't want to lose Refine Edge. I know you can access Refine Edge in the newer versions. I didn't want to lose oil paint, and for some reason I just thought, this version's working well for me, why don't I just stick with it? But I'll do an entire episode where I upgrade and get futuristic with a modern version of Photoshop as well.
I can relate to that.
Okay, Red, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop for a moment and just explain what I'm doing here. I've dragged that stamped layer to a kind of new tab, a new document. I've changed the opacity of that stamped layer to 75%. I have a blank layer above that. And what I'm going to be doing is selecting the mixer brush. I'm going to put this on a full screen. Just tab to that. Okay. Right. So I've got the mixer brush, and it's using the preset, and it's set to moist. I'll just bring you back. Right. And for the actual brush itself, I'm going to choose one with a little bit of texture. So I've got 3 screens running at the moment. Just need to get my bearings. Okay, so I think this is just a built-in. I think that one there. Okay, so this is another thing. I've literally only just learned this today, guys. I've set up the Cintiq. I got myself a new desk. I said now's the time to step things up and not just rely on the old ways of doing things. The Cintiq is set up and installed. I looked up a couple of tutorials. I looked up a dodge and burn tutorial by Clinton Lofthouse. That's on our YouTube channel. It's like a basic overview of dodge and burn. And then I looked up some tutorials on how to use the mixer brush. And I intend on taking my overly sharp pen tool focused images, because I know I'm good at compositing. I'm good at coming up with ideas. But the problem with my work is that it lacks that fine art kind of natural media finish to it. So with this Cintiq, I'm hoping that I can take my work to the next level so it can stand shoulder to shoulder with young Redouan, our child prodigy. Okay, so this layer that I'm painting onto is a blank layer. The layer 1 is 75% opacity. I've got the moist mixer brush preset active, and sample all layers is ticked. And what I'm doing now is I'm using this scratchy brush to paint. So I'm gonna roll with this now. And the basic principle that I discovered from watching the videos is you follow the lines. So I'm gonna try and do this in real time. Okay, gang, what I'm doing is I'm hiding and showing the kind of base layer that I'm using as a sample, and then this layer 2, we can see layers now, that's cool, is its own standalone layer because I have sample all layers. If you guys use this process for your own work, give us a shout out in the comments. I think for me personally, this is going to be the future for me. This is where my work is going. I know it in my heart of hearts.
Yeah, he was like a little kid in the group chat.
I was
He
like
was
a little
so
kid.
excited.
And I know this is slow, guys. I know this isn't super fast. I am not a speed artist. I am a slow artist.
You
I
are
am
doing
the
great
man
job.
that cuts out roller coasters with the pen tool. So speed art does not come into my vocabulary.
Yeah, I'm talking
So
about
this was before we started the stream, guys. This was the one. This was the one that I kind of practiced with. Just bang that full screen. So yeah, the underneath the eyes weren't great, but that was the absolute first go. And then I had so much fun with that. I just thought, you know what? Let's jump onto a live stream. Let's get this figured out. And if I do a few of these, hopefully in due course, I'll get good at it, like the book cover guys who are very good at it. Right, I've got some smaller details here, guys. For the skin, I was using a larger brush. And then for the smaller details, I'm going to use a smaller brush. And as before, I'm just going to try and follow the lines, the directions, and the contours, and not blur or blend the different elements into each other.
Yeah.
I've picked out the details there. Let me just undo that. I'm going to duplicate that layer. I'm going to put that camera raw filter on again so we can toggle a before and after. I don't know how well it's going to come through on the stream, but before and after, you can see it's messed with the tones a bit. But like I said, this is just play right now. This isn't a commercial piece. I just wanted to get familiarized with these techniques. Now, one last little thing that I'm going to do on here is filter, sharpen, unsharpen mask. And I'm going to put the radius to 1. So what I've just done there is sharpened and used the camera raw. Anytime that you do a filter, you can go edit fade and pull the opacity back if you said, oh, I liked what it did, but I only wanted it to be 50%. So that's a fast and easy way to retroactively tweak that setting. Right. So I'm just going to bump that up to 60. And then for today, I'm going to call that a day. So I've only done a small area. I just wanted to practice the techniques. I wanted the strokes to be evident. I've used a couple of little processes that I was messing about with and trying today. Of course, this isn't final. This isn't polished. This is a demo only. But I'm happy with what I've learned today. And I'm really optimistic about where this adventure can go. I'm going to do lots of these, lots of projects with the Cintiq. So I hope you guys are up for more Cintiq stuff because I'm obsessed now. I think it's amazing. All right, gang, thank you for tuning in today. Again, experimental here. Just wanted to share my love for this Cintiq with all of you. We're going to call it a day on this one. Thank you to Red for helping me with the comments and co-hosting.
We actually have one last comment.
Yep, go for it.
Last comment. It's from Matt. It's from Matt Miserve.
Oh, Matt Maserve, yeah. Oh man,
Yeah,
Matt Maserve. That's another person I want coming on to host one of these
definitely.
live
Yeah,
shows.
he will.
Oh,
We will
dude,
got
he's
you on the
so
screen.
good.
Yeah,
Matt, let me tell you personally, man, your art effing rocks. I like
smashing.
swearing, but I held back because of
He's a
social
mad
media.
lad. Huh? He's a mad lad.
I don't like the phrase "mad lad," but I will just say he's an absolute badass.
Yeah, it's my catchphrase, by the way.
I think we could learn a lot from him. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he said,
Matt.
"You guys roll love these live seasons."
Yeah, we want you to come on and run a couple of these live sessions, Matt, and teach
We
us
want you here. Yeah,
your
with
wily
us.
ways, man. Okay, team. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you,
Thank
Red,
you
for
so
helping
much.
out. I'm gonna go finish my beers now. That's Friday night, so I'm gonna get wavy. And that's a wrap. Thank you, everyone.